Hi and welcome to MQW Driving School, another video. This video is from 24th May 2021, Monday, about 1:30 time in Horsforth, Leeds Test Center. In this video we're going to show you the real test route. It was a real test and it was a female lady who's driving. You can't see her face because the view is from inside but from the back. So we got back view so you can see what's happening at that time at the back of the road, front of the road, and what was doing inside and how much she was looking for in the mirrors. If you're looking this video on a mobile phone, maybe you're not going to see her face easily, but for privacy purpose I have to hide the examiner face, all that, because it's not allowed to use the examiner in anyone. So I crop the video so you see the examiner, you only can see the lady when she do any blind spot checks. So they gave us to drive straight with sign drivings instead of the sat nav. So first sign she have to follow was Leeds. So started the test from 30 mile per hour road, and she was going straight. She done the right thing to stay in the outer circle, left lane from the roundabout. She gave the mirror signal here as well, back to 30-mile road again, and then you continue straight to the roundabout. So when they don't give you any information about this mini roundabout, you just have to go straight, so you don't ask where you're going. When you look on the right, don't forget to look on the left because this driver is waiting for you, so you make sure do some eye contact with that driver standing on your left. It's a road work, so be ready. You have to stop for temporary traffic light. You got a warning sign for that one. So soon the lights are on, you go. Now this time you're going right side of the roundabout, then you cannot avoid this hump of the roundabout. So don't try to go around the roundabout, you're allowed to be over the roundabout, okay? Because it's controlled by the traffic light. Now on this road she got first minor mistake. So I want you to focus on this mistake now. Sign says she's not allowed to go. If you see someone is coming, she should have stopped and then go. But what happened, before the time the driver reached, already cleared the route and gone back into her own space on the left, and driver don't have to slow down for her, or driver don't have to stop because of her. So that was the first minor mistake she got. An examiner also said that if you would not made a good progress to clear the meeting traffic situation, it will be a serious mistake. But she had progress, so she made a judgment that she can make it. She finished before he reached. That's the reason she decided to go. But in that scenario, you should have waited, okay? So you can avoid your minors, because when your minor becomes serious, you don't know. It just depends on situation by situation, okay? Very careful in this situation ever in your life. The next sign to follow, the first sign was Leeds. Then second sign to follow is Instructor, which is the right from this traffic light. Don't forget to watch the speed limit, which is 40 mile where you're going. The signs are just there in the corner. Okay. Second, you got a red color warning bottom of this traffic light in a few, and that say be ready for the second set of traffic light. So that means when you do the right turning into this road, this light is pedestrian crossing light, which can be red, so be ready to stop if you have to, okay? Now, majority of the time when you drive on this road, the examiner may be going to ask you to pull up on the left side anywhere safe. Now have a look. On the left side, having this double yellow lines going on. You're not going to ask you to stop just here on the double lines. But after some time, these lines going to go away. Like there will be no lines. See, like if you look now, there's no double yellow lines on the left. It's just a cycle line. So that means it is a good possibility and safe and legal for you to stop the car. So if they ask you to pull up here, when the double yellow lines finish, or this place, you can pull up on the left, and when they ask you to move, you move. Okay. This road, when you did the right turning, was 40, and now recently it's to 30 miles. So halfway of the road it changed to 30 before this residential area and the shop starts. So remember, don't forget about the speed limit. Don't continue with 3. It's not 40 all the road. Now when you come on this play, be careful that stay the right side a little bit more, because left side you have the parkings, and the side road giveaway lines are a little bit edge forward from the junction. You should not be driving on any kind of white color lines. So drive this road about 30 miles. Examiner has to pull up on the left side anywhere safe. This broken line means this is the parking area. So when it's a parking area, you can stop. So stop nicely on the left. Always leave yourself a good room in front of the car, roughly 1 car length. When you stop the car, you should secure the car and then listen to examiner instructions again. When they ask you to drive when you're ready, move when you're ready, and so just look for your blind spots, make sure it's all clear. You can see she's looking on a blind spot. You can see her doing a proper mirror checks. Now look at the back. If the things are clear, you can go, but if someone is coming from the back like this, then you better wait. That's why she did it. But if you wait, then you need another final check one more time when you decided to move off. Be careful for these kind of situation. This car is already too much out, so she clearance mistake here, one another minor. This car was parked, but it's not properly parked. The tire was already out as well. What she have to do that time, look on the right, move more to the right, feel like it's overtaking, and give a little bit plenty of room to that car. So that was another minor mistake. But again, depending on the situation, depending on the examiner, sometime it can be your serious mistake. You're approaching to the roundabout. We're going a third exit on the right. This is a cold roundabout with traffic light. So when the light is green, your first move, it does not mean your next lights will be green. Make sure when you move, pay attention to the other lights as well, and be ready to stop if they are red. So your first light is green, so you move forward, go in the inside circle. Watch for this light. If it's green, then continue. Then watch for the next light. If that is green, then you continue again. But this time this light is red, so you prepare to stop. She done the very good thing that she moved herself in a left lane before exiting. You use both of the lanes, but left lane is better for you. If you do early, then you don't struggle here. If you use the right lane, which is also legal, but then you have to emerge at this point, and you need to be more careful before emerging from right to the left position. Now this time the roundabout sign was Harrogate. Now the next sign is Leeds Trinity University, which we left from the traffic light. This is your 30-mile road. Then you have to keep going straight all the way. When you reach on these places, when the road is get bit narrow and you see this bend on the left, then be careful from your meeting traffic situations. You will see some park cars, so your speed must need to be little slow and you must need to keep a good clearance from the park cars. Soon you're going to approach to the roundabout. Then you're going to take the fourth exit. That's your triangle warning. Don't give signal early because you got junction on your right. Now you need a fourth exit on your right. So right mirror signal, right position. Then start counting for the number 1 on the left. This is 1. This is your 2. This is your number 3. And then going towards the shops. This is number 4. So left signal and then you take exit. Don't forget to cancel your signal. Again, lot of park cars. Clearance is important. Your speed is important. Don't need to drive fast. Don't drive closer to someone. And careful if someone reversing back or trying to go in and out of the car, pedestrians. So it's a multi-health place. Okay, then keep going straight. When they ask you to pull up on the left, make sure you wait for the double yellow lines to finish before you move. And be careful for your meeting traffic sections because people are coming down the hill in front of you, so they may be rolling down fast. So don't just force them to do the brakes. She also got one minor mistake for stopping on the left side. Sometimes you get this mistake because you didn't find a good, safe, convenient, legal place for you to stop, like blocking someone's driveway. Or sometimes you get this mistake because you're stopping too far from the curb, or you slightly touch the tires to the curb. So anything to do with your stopping and like parking like this, and if you do something wrong, you get your minor mistake. So that was another minor mistake, blocking a little bit driveway of somebody house. The examiner asked the pupil, show me question how you operate your rear demister. So it was very simple. You just have to press the button for demister, and when they say that's fine, thank you, you can turn it off with the same way. But do it only when it's safe for you to do so. So focus on your driving first. Now I'm going to said to her to pull up on the left hand side one more time, to just check this time she will pull up okay or not. But this time she was fine. She find a safe, convenient and legal place just next to the grass, not blocking some driveway, so that was perfectly fine. So that means it was one time she did that mistake. All the mistakes she have done, it was just one time. So that means it can happen to anybody at any time in the test, but she is not repeating any mistake, and she actually recognized her mistake. She know I shouldn't do it. So sometimes it's the impression you give to the examiner, how much information and knowledge you have about your test. Trucks are allowed to go over the paint, but you must go around the roundabout when you're turning right. Don't use the paint much. And if no one is coming from your right hand side, you try not to do hesitation and make a good progress and keep on moving. She got one mistake on progress as well, by driving slow at some point. That's where you're going to do the left, and that's your 20-mile street. This will take you towards the ESDA car park. That is your ESDA car park on your right. Now when you want to enter into the car park, make sure you look for the left traffic properly who's come from the bend, then enter, and then follow these arrows on the floor. Don't go towards the no entry sign. Go for the examiner instructions, whether he wants you to continue in this part or other part. When they ask you choose any bay of your choice, as your car is already on the left side of the road, it's better to choose the one on your right hand side. Okay, make sure check mirror before you stop. Spend a good time to decide which bay you want to take for your parking, and then start the maneuver. She selected the maneuver and then she came into these lines, and then she straight up her car. She also got minor mistake in bay parking control. Now as we was not there, so we cannot say what happened. So one thing can be when maybe she's not inside the lines properly, and maybe she didn't park a nicely straight car and should have do some adjustment, but she didn't done it. But her tire was under the lines, all four tire was under the lines, so it was not a serious mistake. So it was just the one minor mistake. So make sure you do exactly what she did. Do a proper double shoulder check, left side and right side, before you decide it's safe for you to move again. And when you reverse the car back, also remember there is a car on the back side of your car, so don't reverse too much where you go closer to someone, and keep looking to the sides of the road, so make sure no one is coming into the other side of the car. So observation is very important, and your bay parking important. When you finish within the lines and in one go, and if you need to adjust, do adjust. That was a minor mistake, she got it here. After coming out from the ESDA car park, then you will go back to the same road, which is 20 miles. Then that 20 mile will change to 30 miles. And now they're asking her to turn to the right turn. So the street is back to again 20 miles. Be ready for meeting traffic situations in streets like this. Then we're going to take a left turn from this giveaway lines. This is your crossroad. You was on 20, you're still going to be 20. Then you're going to approach traffic light junction, crossroad. Again, be careful from these constructions, traffic, meeting traffic. Now on this junction, if you're going to turn right, you have to make sure that you go halfway in the center of the road. Pay attention to the cars coming from front. If the light change, be ready to slow down and stop. Some traffic light turn to red very quickly. So always be ready. If you're not the first car at the light and you're standing behind some cars, like you're behind like 2 cars or 3 cars, keep in your mind the light may be going to turn to red. So you drive in a way that you always ready to slow down and stop again light. So your focus should be on the light. Or you can say when you're using the junction and you're stopping the car just because of the reason of the light, then your all attention should be on the light. So now just go halfway in the middle, see who is coming from the front, but if someone is there, you wait. If no one, if they're very far, you don't hesitate, you just turn. You was on 20-mile zone, now you're back to 30-mile zone. Now this 30 zone after the petrol pump on your left will change to 40 miles. Okay, one more time, some and stopping. Then do normally moving and stopping about 5 to 6 times. So always be ready for moving and stopping. They can ask you in any nice, good, safe locations where they know that you can stop and other traffic can keep on moving easily. To move off from here, you always have to make sure the traffic coming from behind, they can be a heavy traffic like bus, lorry, truck, and there are a lot of cars, maybe they're traveling more than 30 miles. So your decision should be very sound, that only move when it's safe for you to move, otherwise you can be in the big danger. Now your speed 40 miles. And can you spot the cyclist? If you see the cyclist and you want to overtake, just simply, when it's safe for you to do so, just do the proper mirror signal. Give cyclists a plenty of room and overtake. And when look in the mirrors, when you can see the cycle easily in your back mirrors, then back in your sight. Then 40 miles on, drive in a left lane. Then you're going to get close to the roundabout. That roundabout you need to turn right, third exit. Signs will be Bradford. You don't need to change lane into the right very early, but just go a little bit close to the roundabout. When you can see the roundabout board, that will be a little bit good time for you to lane change. There is one turning here where the people are come out like a merge. So make sure don't do your signal nearby because it looks long. Now you can see the green color signboard. So don't give signal now because there's a junction emerging. Now when you up this place closer to the signboard, this is the best time. So right mirror signal and you can shift your car from left lane to the right lane. Then you far to the right lane and do another mirror signal to the right, going third exit on your right hand side of the roundabout. Always look in advance and see if it's this open junction or a closed junction, and don't stop if you don't have to stop. Now if you look, she stopped a little bit very early for the lines. Can you see where the lines are? She also got the minor mistake that she need to be on the line, so she must have to follow all the traffic signs and road marking. Okay, so that's another minor mistake, but this junction was very good in visibility that even standing slightly before the lines, she's still able to see on the right hand side very easily, and she was okay to make her decision. But imagine if you're emerging at the T junction and if you stop very early from the line, you cannot see on the right hand side easily and things can be in your blind spot. And then if you move without covering your blind spot, without peeping and creeping, definitely you're taking a risk. That will be a serious mistake. But this time, because it's open junction, she can have no blind spot, she have a good visibility. That's the reason she got minor, because she didn't go all up to the lines. Okay, so you find the giveaway lines and go close to the line, and then you stand, it's clear, you move. Okay, these days they're doing construction. You got a T-mile sign. So when there is a construction and they're asking you to drive on 20 miles, it is a law, so you have to drive on 20 miles. Now in the last, you're going to get another roundabout soon. You're going to take the third exit right, which will take you back to the test center. So after the board is there, you stay closer to the white line on your right, check your mirrors if no one is overtaking you. When you get a little bit closer by more, then do proper mirror signal when the line starts. And then if it's clear, stay in the inside circle and take a right turn, third exit. Anywhere you go, you see these construction signs, road works, then you need to be careful for meeting traffic and clearance. Now, this is the end of the test. She actually made a very good driving with little bit minor mistake, but she need to be careful because if she not going to notice the mistake, they can be a major mistake for her in the future. So she need to be careful from her mistakes and understand and learn something from the mistake. Thank you everyone. This was the end of the test, and thank you watching our videos. And for you guys, we are very glad that we reached 1000 subscriber. Okay, that is the result. Pass, first time pass, clearance 1 mistake, position 1 mistake, progress undue hesitation 1 mistake, responsive sign, road marking 1 mistake, and forward parking control 1 mistake. Okay, this is the automatic car we use for the lessons. Thank you for watching. Visit our website to request your lesson with us. Thank you.